Construction on campus can be an inconvenience to students and community members, but for some students, it can raise mobility concerns. Charmaine Reed, co-lead with RyeACCESS, said that her office has heard a number of concerns from students about accessibility around construction.
We do have one community member who uses a mobility device who reached out to us in concern with the big snowfall that had happened last week. And raised concerns about the snowfall, especially on the corner of Church and Gould, right there, where the engineering building gets out, because there's all the fencing and then the garbage can on one side. So it's impossible for a person with a chair to get. It's possible for a person with a chair to get through, but not if there is other people walking on the sidewalk.
Reed said that she has reached out to Facilities Management Department, also known as FMD, on behalf of students to bring up accessibility concerns, but has only been linked back to the FMD's website. According to FMD, they did consult Access Ryerson, a group run through the university and separate from RyeACCESS, which is run through the Ryerson Students' Union. Heather Willis, Accessibility Coordinator with Access Ryerson, says that she could have reached out to RyeACCESS more. In an interview, Willis said that I think that FMD felt probably, I can't speak for them specifically, but they did consult with me, and my role is Accessibility Coordinator, so they probably felt that they had reached out to the disability community. I think that I have a role to make sure that I'm communicating with RyeACCESS as well. Willis did add that there was a number of public consultations that RyeACCESS could have attended. Construction began in March 2019 and was originally planned to be completed by last December, according to FMD. The deadline was set back once again to February 2020, but recent steam water leaks stalled progress, leaving a completion date up in the air, according to the FMD. In an emailed statement, Ryerson's FMD said that the underground depth and scope of our infrastructure excavations required extraordinary coordination with the City of Toronto to protect existing city waterworks and other public utilities. According to the FMD, Gould Street will reopen to the public once paving stones are installed. Plants and new lights will also be installed by the spring, but it all depends on the weather. The alternate accessible route for students is to travel from the SLC building to RCC building, but Reed says this can also be troubling.
So the RCC elevator went down, which is fundamental to the university's accessible route, which is to take the bridges through the SLC to Kerr Hall to the RCC as a means of crossing Gould. Yet if the elevators don't work in this instance, then it's ineffective, especially when the starting point is the SLC, which we know that the ramp there is inaccessible and ineffective for students. The elevators in the SLC take a long time, and then if they were to get all the way to RCC, they would not be able to get out of that building if the elevators were not working. It is not only more time consuming, but it's not also a guarantee that you would be able to make it to class the same way that just going down Gould Street on the sidewalk would offer you.
Although FMD did consult with Access Ryerson, Reed wishes RyeACCESS was involved in the consultation process.
I would have loved to see a real meeting, like a collaborative space for students to assert what they need from the Gould Street revitalization. Because if Gould Street wasn't serving students before, there's no guarantee it's going to serve students unless we ask them what they needed.
For the Ryersonian, I'm Kelly Skirvin.